Good morning. Let's start the discussion of the day. So the first topic is regarding artificial intelligence. Okay, and the context is AI going to lead to job displacement? Because artificial intelligence is the emerging technology in the world. So the issue is that development of artificial intelligence may lead to job loss. This is the big challenge right now. Fine. AI is the digital distillation of a technological revolution that is facilitating the long overdue evolution of the human mind. AI, as fear inducing as anything disruptive and new, is uh, new, can galvanize, turbo change, and trigger new avenue of intelligence in human minds. These new avenues can enable us to understand and attack society's greatest challenge today, while also understanding ourselves and the universe we call home. Okay, so there is a possibility that this artificial intelligence. Okay, so AGI and ANI. What is layman's does not know is that AI can traditionally be divided into AGI and ANI. Normally, layman's don't know what is AGI, what is ANI. Theorists and AI experts call this artificial general intelligence, artificial narrow intelligence. AGI, artificial general intelligence, artificial narrow intelligence. AGI is designed to be capable of performing a wide variety of intellectual tasks, while ANI is designed to perform a single or a narrow set of related tasks. AGI is designed to be flexible and adaptable, capable of handling new tasks and situations without human intervention. This, which is often referred to as unsupervised learning, which means that the AI system can learn from data without being explicitly programmed to do so. Fine. AGI, artificial general intelligence. Fine. So what it is? Artificial general intelligence Okay, so it is designed to be capable of performing wide variety of intellectual tasks. What is AGI? Is wider and wide variety of intellectual tasks, while ANI is designed to perform a singular narrow set of related tasks. AGI is designed to be flexible and adaptable, capable of handling new tasks and situations without human intervention. Which one? AGI. Without human intervention, AGI can function. This, which is often referred to as unspecified learning, which means that the AI system can learn from data without being explicitly programmed to do so. Fine. Okay. So that is the domain of AGI, being artificial general intelligence. It's wider, and so it can do a lot of things without human intervention, as contrary to ANI, which is local. The difference between AGI and ANI lies in their scope of intelligence and their ability to generalize knowledge across different contexts. Okay, AGI is primarily driven by a variety of technical aspects that bear deeper discussion. One such aspect is the sophistication of AGI's cognitive architecture, that development of a system that includes perception, attention, memory, language, and reasoning. AGI is envisioned as having the ability to perform any intellectual task. Okay, so perform any intellectual task that a human can do, and to apply knowledge learned in one context to new unfamiliar situations. That means being wide in scope, it is envisioned as having the ability to perform any intellectual task that a human can do, and to apply knowledge learning in one context to new unfamiliar situations. AGI is what you would consider the antagonist in pop culture, movies, and lore where computer take over civilization and enslave humans. The fear emanates from the very real possibility that an AGI system continue to learn and make decisions that even it creates the human being. Okay. Okay, AGI is what you would consider the antagonistic in pop culture, movies, and lore, where computer take over civilization and enslave humans, like the that robot movie. Okay, AGI is what you consider the antagonistic in pop culture, movie, and lore, where computer take over civilization and enslave humans. The fear emanates from the very real possibility that an AGI system continues to learn and make decisions that even its creator, the human being, don't know. Okay, cannot possibly predict. This lack of control is what leads to the overreaching fear of AI, because this may go beyond the control of human being. Fine. This may go beyond the control of. Another, so ANI by contrast is designed to perform a specific task or set of tasks and is not capable of generalizing knowledge or skill to new situations outside of its program domain. Fine. So hence it remains uh, eminently controllable even if we do not fully understand the mechanics of how it get so good at the task the program for. Fine. So it is programmed in ANI, and the program that system performs as per the program. But in that artificial general intelligence, so the system can work beyond what has been programmed because it has its own thinking process and it can utilize it to do something beyond what each its programming aspect. So it can do beyond its programming aspect. Another one is knowledge presentation, which has to be flexible, robust, and scalable. It will have to use sources that are varied, such as text, image, okay, text, image, and video. Another important aspect is that of explainability. So what the aspect of explainability, how it can explain on its own without taking the support of human intervention, because so ANI is human controlled, so as per the program, but AGI is something beyond, so this can think of even explainability of the system. Fine. So AI versus machine learning versus deep learning, there are two types of AI. Artificial intelligence refers to machine thinking like people and doing human like things. This is what you can often see in the movie. So it is AGI, artificial general intelligence. Okay, wider. Okay, this is. And artificial narrow intelligence refer to using machines for very specific tasks such as automating a specific process or activity in that process. Fine. This is called artificial narrow intelligence. One is artificial general intelligence, one is artificial narrow intelligence. Okay. AGI system will need to be easily explainable to humans. Okay. So what is? It is easily explainable to humans. Okay, in their decision making process. We cannot trust decisions until we understand. Okay, so AGI system will need to be easily explainable to humans in that decision making process. We cannot trust decisions until we understand how the conclusions are varied at AGI in its pure form. Will be designed to learn and reason like humans. This means that it should pull knowledge and input from experience, reason about complex concept, and make decisions based on incomplete or uncertain information. In contrast, ANI is typically trained using machine learning algorithms such as supervised learning, unsupervised learning, or reinforcement learning. These algorithms are designed to optimize the AI system performance on a specific task or set of tasks, but they are not necessarily capable of reasoning or learning in the way that humans do. AGI is still largely in the realm of theoretical research and development, and it is not yet clear whether it will be possible to create a truly general AI system. Okay, so this is right now. Okay, AGI is still largely in the realm of theoretical research and development, and so artificial general intelligence, it is in theoretical research and development, and it is not yet clear whether it will be possible to create a truly general AI system because it is under complete research. Okay, so you have seen that only in the movie as a fiction, but not in the reality. But ANI is already widespread use in a variety of industry and applications, including image recognition, natural language processing, and predictive analysis. ANI is used, but AGI is purely a research subject right now, and only future can say whether it will be possible or not. So whether the science will be okay. So artificial narrow intelligence better than human at work specific tasks. Okay, narrow intelligence. Most current AI applications: Deep Blue, Siri, Alexa, DeepL translator, self-driving cars. Artificial general intelligence capable of every task like humans, envision but not yet realized. Okay, so that is visible only in the movie fictions, but not in reality. The future of jobs, AI products like the Chat GPT have existed for some time now. Okay, okay. So AI products like the Chat GPT have existed for some time now, but have recently taken the world by storm. Besides the technological power, it also matter of right place and right time. Other evolutionary technologies such as the QChat, Dull E2, Synthesia also on the rise to promote art and academia through fun and adaptive chat experiences. Chat GPT is a chatbot, okay, which allow users to engage in a conversation about a variety of topics. Fine. Okay. So, GPT and similar solutions are particularly adept at automating routine and repetitive tasks such as data entry and customer service, replacing acquisition team administrative work, which could perhaps replace low-skill level workers. Many experts believe that AI will transform industry in a significant way, creating new opportunity for growth and innovation. In industry like healthcare, for example, okay, AI can Okay. Okay. So many experts believe that AI will transform industry in significant ways, creating new opportunity for growth and innovation. In countries like the industry like healthcare, for example, AI can optimize transportation network, develop new material, even simplify manufacturing processes. Fine. AI can very well can lead to the displacement of some jobs. BuzzFeed's layoff were almost at the same time during its new deal with OpenAI to leverage ChatGPT for its articles. Fine. So many more industries. Okay. The impact of AI on job and industry likely to be uneven, with some workers and industry experiencing greater disruption than others. But this can be said for nearly very disruptive technology that was introduced in legally business sectors. Okay, the printing press and the telephone transition created vastly more opportunity in the long term. That means, so definitely it is going to reduce some job. Okay. The impact of AI on job and industry is likely to be uneven, with some workers and industries experiencing greater disruption than others. But this can be said for nearly every disruptive technology that was introduced in legally business sector. The printing press and the telephone in transitions created vastly more opportunity in the long term than the job loss it has created. That means AI can reduce some job, but in comparison to that, there is a prospect that it can create more. In the case of AI, workers in low wage and low skill occupations may be more vulnerable in job. Fine. Okay. So, in case of AI, workers in low wage and low skill occupation may be more vulnerable to job losses than those in high wage and high skill occupation. But it is not lost. As AI continues to transform the job market, workers may need to acquire new skill and knowledge in order to remain employable. That means, so the persons who don't have the skill are they will be in disadvantage. Okay, so they will be able to it will be able to create more job. Okay, so there is no risk at all. Okay, so risk factor is there, but in comparison to the new avenues created, so the possibility of job loss in the low segment is there, but in the higher segment, okay, so more job will be created than lost. Fine. Okay. So overall, while there is still much uncertainty about the impact of AI on job and industry, it is evident that the technology, okay, so is likely to have significant implications on the future of work. It will be important for the policymakers, business, and workers to take proactive steps to manage this transition and ensure that the benefit of AI are shared widely across society. Okay, then the second topic that we are taking today is related to. Okay, so International Women Day 2023 was commemorated on March 8th. Okay, under the theme Digit All Innovation and Technology for Gender Equality. United Nations has highlighted the need for inclusive technology and digital education. Fine. So the United Nations which have done this. Hello. सर कौन ताको आरएनडी सर सीमा एपटे सर आरएनडी से बेसी काम कर परना सर सी एक्चुअली कौन ताको सेपटे क्लास दोचंती जो हमर जो बैंकिंग एसएससी का क्लास दोचंती सेपटे सर से एपटे किसी मटेरियल से तो भलो बनौ नांती सर ना सर सर कॉपी पेस्ट बड़ा बनौ सर किसी भलो बनौ सर एबे तो तीन जण सर तीन जण सर सर छुट्टी रे सर संसु क्लास नथि ना सर प्रदोष और हमर से जो सर राकेश सर प्रदोष संसु क्लास नथि ना सर आरएनडी का मतलब सर 100 घंटा अधिक तो क्लास नहीं एसएससी बैंकिंग पढ़े सर मन सब मेन लेक्चर सर छुट्टी रे अछन सर एबे तो तीन जण छुट्टी रे अछन सर मुझे क्लास सर सर ऑनलाइन क्लासेस सारी मैं कथा okay so it was commemorated on March 8 under the theme digit all. Okay, so digit all innovation and technology for gender equality. The United Nations highlighted the need for inclusive technology and digital education. It planned to have discussions on the role of all stakeholders in improving access to digital tools. With the International Women Day origin linked to women workers movement, it is important to note that women's lack of access to technology and digital tools make them less likely to be part of the wider domain of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics STEM. STEM. Okay, so this is the top domain right now. What? Science, technology, engineering, mathematics. This is being highlighted, and women should be more specifically trained in this domain, more so interest in this domain. This is for the betterment of the women empowerment in the women empowerment direction. Okay, why does women understand STEM fields matter? Across the world, there has been a marked absence of women in the professional realm of STEM subject, including IT sector, environment and climate, media, medical science, etc. So their number need to be increased. Okay, that is why so this is being discussed. This underrepresentation is of note because okay, this underrepresentation is of note because underdevelopment in STEM field, particularly in technology, is increasingly shaping all aspects of modern life, from chatbot like the ChatGPT that are expected to replace workers in various settings to the ubiquity of the social media. Okay, so which steps identity and public discourse. Furthermore, from a career perspective, these fields are generally lucrative for workers. A typical STEM worker earn two-thirds more than those employed in other fields. According to the Poor Research Center, therefore, the underrepresentation of women in STEM impact the overall gender pay gap as well. Women are typically overrepresented in lower paying jobs and underrepresented in the higher paying jobs such as the STEM field. Fine. That is what. So there is demand for more women representation in this particular field. Okay. But the gender gap in STEM globally, 18% of girls in higher level education are pursuing STEM studies compared to 35% of the boys. Even within the STEM field, there lies a gender divide with similar number of boys and girls pursuing natural science, while far more boys look to engineering, manufacturing, and construction. In India, the enrollment of girls in engineering program is significantly lower than compared to their male counterparts. Overall, the UG, PG, MPhil, and PhD engineering programs, the total enrollment is 36 lakh 86,291, where 71% of the enrolled students were males and only 29% were female, according to data of the All India Survey of Higher Education for 2021 to 2021. But of all students enrolled in science and courses at undergraduate, postgraduate, MPhil, and PhD level, women at 53% of enrollment outnumber men, and some increase have been witnessed of late. Uh, okay, Okay, so this is what, and these gains through don't necessarily mean that there will also be an increase in the employment because of multiple factors. Although the women enrollment in undergraduate course is there, so which is 53%, but in higher academics, so research etc., their presence is only 29%. Fine, 71% enrolled students are from the male background. Fine. Okay, so in India, the enrollment is like this. In PG, until PhD engineering courses, it is less, but in the undergraduate course, the women enrollment is more. 53% per year is 56% is scaled down to only 29%. See the glaring inequality. So in the undergraduate course, 53% women enrollment. So coming to higher studies, it come down to 29%. So nearly 53, it come down to 29. See around, so it is almost, so 50%, around 45 to 50% drop in the enrollment of girl in higher education in India. Okay, why does the gap exist? Multiple factors determine how women choose. Okay, multiple factors determine how women choose to work and the option available to them. These include the presence of existing resources such as mentors and program offering scholarship, as well as on a broader level general societal attitude of women's education that do not encourage family to invest. Okay, general family okay, to invest in it as much as they do for the boys, because the family invest more for the boys than the girls. So when it comes to girls and education, family become reluctant to invest in the girls education in the higher domain. Fine. That is what is a big limitation. UNICEF points to gender bias in curriculum. For instance, in India, more than 50% of the illustrations in math and science textbook is primarily show boys and only 6% show illustration of girls. Okay. So that is a big challenge. So which hamper it? Sir, congratulations. Sir, all ଦି ବେଷ୍ଟ ସାର୍ ମୁଁ ଆସିବି ସାର୍। ଇନଫ୍ୟାକ୍ଟ ମୁଁ ସାର୍ ଟିକେ ବହୁତ ବେଷ୍ଟ କାହିଁକି ସାର୍ 2 ଜଣ ଆଇସିୟୁରେ ପଡ଼ିଛନ୍ତି, ଶ୍ୱଶୁର ଆଉ ଜଣେ ମଉସା, 2 ଜଣ 2ଟା ମାନେ ଆପୋଲୋରେ ହାର୍ଟ ଅପରେସନ୍ କାଲି ହେଇଛି। ଆଉ ସିଏ ମୋ ଭଉଣୀର ଶ୍ୱଶୁର ସିଏ ପଡ଼ିଛନ୍ତି ସମ୍ ଅଲ୍ଟିମେଟ୍ରେ, ତାଙ୍କର ବ୍ରେନ୍ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରୋକ୍ ହେଇଛି, ମାନେ ବ୍ରେନ୍ ଆକ୍ସିଡେଣ୍ଟ ହେଇକି ବ୍ରେନ୍ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରୋକ୍ରେ ପଡ଼ିଛନ୍ତି। ମୁଁ ସାର୍ 2 ଜଣଙ୍କୁ ମ୍ୟାନେଜ୍ କରୁଛି, ଅଫିସ୍ ବି କରୁଛି, ମୁଁ ଯିବି ସାର୍ କେତେବେଳେ ପହଞ୍ଚିଲେ ହବ କହୁନାହାନ୍ତି? ଆଜ୍ଞା ମାନେ 8ଟା ସାଢ଼େ 8ଟା ବେଳକୁ ତ ପହଞ୍ଚି ଯାଇଥିବେ ଆପଣ। ସେ ଲୋକେସନ୍ ଖାଲି କହିଲେ କୋଉଟା ଆମର ଖଣ୍ଡଗିରି ଛକରୁ କୋଉ ପଟଟା ମାନେ ଯୋଉ ମାନେ ହାଇୱେ ସାଇଡରେ ବାମ ପଟ ମାନେ ସାର୍ ସେପଟୁ ନୟାପଲ୍ଲୀ ଯୋଉ ଆମର ସାଡୁ ଆସିଲେ ପଡୁ ମାନେ ପୁଣି ବିଷ୍ଣୁପୁର ଆସୁଛନ୍ତି ପଡୁ ମାନେ ଖଣ୍ଡଗିରି ସୁପୁଲିକା ଆସୁଛନ୍ତି ମାନେ ଧରନ୍ତୁ ମୁଁ ମାନେ ଖଣ୍ଡଗିରି ସ୍କୁଲ ପାତ୍ରପୁର ମାନେ ଲେଫ୍ଟ ସାଇଡରେ ପଡିବ ତ ମାନେ ଯୋଉ ବଡ ଯୋଉ ମାର୍କେଟ କମ୍ପ୍ଲେକ୍ସ ସେଇ ମଣ୍ଡପଟା ତ ସିଓର ସାର୍ ମୁଁ ଆସିବି ପକ୍କା ଆସିବି ସିଓର ସିଓର ସିଓର। Okay, so in US, okay, so multiple factors determine how women choose to work. Okay, because in India it is encouraging family to invest more in the boys than in the girls. UNICEF point to gender bias in curricula. For instance, in India, more than 50% of the illustration in mathematics and science textbook primarily show boys and only 6% show illustration of girls. In UK, over a quarter of the girls say they have been put off a career in tech as it is too male dominated, and only 22% can name a famous female working in the field. In USA, 26%. Okay, so in USA, 26% of the tech startup have at least one female founder. Okay, in Europe, only 21% of the tech founders are female. That means if she not only in India but everywhere. Okay, this is a discrepancy. Okay, so That means women representation even in the developed countries where women empowerment is much higher, women education is much higher, is still lagging behind. That is the biggest worry. Okay, so in India, in that comparison, when they are not yet developed, but in India we are trying to develop. This is the big issue. Fine. Then the next topic is open network for digital commerce, ONDC. Okay, open network. Okay, so what is this open network for digital commerce? Will help small retailers survive the onslaught of a large tech-based e-commerce company, Union Minister Piyush Goyal said. Open Network for Digital Commerce, abbreviated ONDC, is a private non-profit Section 8 company established by the Department of Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade, okay, under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India, to develop open e-commerce. It was incorporated in 2021 with initial investment from Quality Council of India and Protein Egeo Terminology Technology, okay, formerly NSDL E-Governance Infrastructure Limited. Fine. Fine. So this is what it will develop like this. Okay. So it was often referred to as the UPI of e-commerce. The ONDC is a freely accessible government-backed platform that aims to demo, uh, democratize e-commerce by moving it from a platform-centric model to an open network for buying and selling goods and services. Fine. Aim The ONDC Open Network for Digital Commerce is an initiative aimed at promoting open network for all aspects of exchange of goods and services over digital or electronic network. Open network for digital commerce. Okay, okay. Open network for digital commerce. Okay, so technological self-reliance demand for level playing field mainly from small retailers within the ease of doing business online. Okay, adoption of open digital ecosystem across key sectors and fixing the non-competitive behavior of big commerce e-commerce brands like Amazon and Flipkart to capture the 815 billion domestic market. Okay, retail market led to creation of ONDC. It will also help check big tech company violating consumer protection in e-commerce amendment rule 2021 due to concentration of market power by integrating them into a decentralized open source platform. Fine, that is what. Fine. Major objective. The major objective includes ending monopoly of the platforms, democratization and decentralization, digitization of the value chain, standardization of operations, inclusivity and access for sellers, especially small and medium enterprises, as well as local business, increase efficiency in logistics, more choices and independence for consumers, ensure data privacy and confidentiality, decrease cost. Okay, so in major objectives include ending monopoly of the platforms, democratization and decentralization, digitization of value chains, standardization of operations, inclusivity and access of sellers, especially small and medium enterprises as well as local business, increase efficiency in logistics, more choices and independence for consumers, ensure data privacy and confidentiality, decrease cost of operation. Key features: unlike the platform-based model, the ONDC will not be owned or controlled by a single entity or platform. Business and consumer will be able to carry out transactions with ONDC using any compatible application of their choice, which is not under anyone's control. The primary role of the advisory council is to watch over ONDC implementation in the country. Member of, and conveners, the members are selected based on their experience in the field such as technology, finance, commerce, etc. Convener of ONDC Advisory Council is Additional Secretary for the Department of Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. So government control is there. So it will not create any inconvenience or any pressure on the public for payment like things, because there is no need for any payment like structure. The ONDC uses free software methodology, open specification and open network protocol. The back end of the ONDC is built on beacon protocol, an open and interoperable protocol for decentralized digital commerce. Beacon Gateway provides anonymized aggregated data generated from the network. On the ONDC, the consumer and merchants can transact for goods and services via open protocol instead of the central platform or application. Fine, that is what. X. Okay, so this will definitely promote access to the common people. Okay, okay. Indian Navy's major operational level exercise Torpex for the year 2023 conducted across the expanse of the Indian Ocean region over duration of 4 months from November 2022 to March 2023. Okay, so the overall exercise construct included coastal defense exercise, sea vigil, and amphibious exercise. Okay, AMPEX. Together, these exercises also witnessed significant participation from the Indian Army, the Indian Air Force, and the Coast Guard. So, Army, Air Force, and Coast Guard, all the three participated in this exercise. So, Army, Navy, and Coast Guard, Army, Air Force, and Coast Guard, they all participated. Set in the Indian Ocean, including the Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal, the theater operation. Okay, for the exercise, set in the Indian Ocean, including the Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal, the theater of the operation for the exercise extend approximately for 4,300 nautical miles from the north to south up to 35 degrees south latitude and 5,000 nautical miles from the Persian Gulf in the west to the North Australia coast in the east, spanning over an area of over 21 million square nautical miles. The Topex 23 witnessed participation of approximately 70 Indian naval ships, 6 submarines, and over 75 aircrafts. The culmination of the topics 23 brings to an end an intense operational phase for the Indian Navy that commenced in November 2022. Okay, long 4 months long exercise came to an end. Then the Sagarmala program. Sagarmala program boosting tourism economy in Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. 8 floating jetty project, 4 each in Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. Sanction including those total 11 floating jetty projects sanctioned in Karnataka till date. Fine. Okay. So, maritime sector in India has been the backbone of country's trade and has grown manifold over the years to harness India's 7,500 kilometer long coastline and 14,500 kilometer potentially navigable waterway and strategic location on key international maritime trade route. The government of India has embarked on the ambitious Sagarmala program, which aims to promote port-led development in the country. So, Sagarmala is a port-led development program. So, port-led and ocean-based development program. The concept of Sagarmala was approved by the Indian Cabinet on 25th March 2015 as part of the program. A national prospective plan for the comprehensive development of India's coastline and maritime sector has been prepared, which was released on 30th April 2016 at the Maritime India Summit 2016. Right. Vision of Sagarmala program it will reduce logistics cost for this exercise and domestic trade and export import and domestic trade with minimal infrastructure investment. It includes reducing cost. Okay, reducing cost of transporting domestic cargo through optimizing model mix, lowering logistic cost of bulk commodity by locating future industrial capacities near the coast, improving export competitiveness, developing port procurement, discrete manufacturing clusters, optimizing time and cost of the exim container movement. Sagarmala program broadly consists of five components, which are port modernization of new port development, port connectivity, enhancement of port link industrialization, coastal community development, promotion of coastal shipping and internal waterway in India, create jobs and bridge skill gap in port and maritime sector. Okay, so these are the focus of the Sagarmala project. Fine. So, coming to the question, okay, migrant workers continue to face several social, economical, and safety issues in the host states around the country. A migrant worker is a person who migrates within a home country or outside it to pursue work. They are casual and unskilled workers who offer their services on a temporary, usually seasonal basis. Migrant workers usually do not have the intention to stay permanently in the country or region in which they work. According to the census 2021, there are 45 crore internal migrants in the country who accounts for okay. So who accounts for okay 37% of the country's population. Migrant worker in India. So this is a big issue. 37% of the population are migrant workers. So migrant workers in India continue to face several issues in the host states. Okay. So okay. Okay. Exploitative middlemen, migrant workers often get caught in exploitative labor arrangement that force them to work in low-end, low-value hazardous work because there are middlemen between the migrant laborers and the person who is employing them. Okay, that is what. Okay, so So exploitative middlemen and mainly engagement in informal work. The migrant primarily trace work in the informal sector in cities as they do not possess adequate, okay, so skill that are required to get job in the organized sector because they are engaged in, okay. Then the next point, low wage and lack of special security, social security. The informal sector, okay. So then lack of affordable housing. According to the Minister of Housing and Urban Affairs, migrant in urban areas, okay. Then lack of affordable housing, okay, is a big issue. Okay. So according to the Minister of Housing and Urban Affairs, migrant in urban area are the largest population need of affordable and adequate housing. The lack of housing facility has led to the spread of informal settlement and slum. Discrimination, migrant can also become easy victim of identity politics and tribalism. This also leads to targeted violence against migrant workers in many places in the country. Fine. Okay. Okay, so then poor implementation of the Interstate Migrant Workers Act 1979. Okay, the act provides certain protection for interstate migrant workers, such as registration of migrant workers, accommodation and medical facility by the contractor, etc. However, the implementation of the act across state is poor. This act has been subsumed into the four broader level codes. However, the code have not been implemented yet. Fine. That is why. So the laborers face the problem because the labor code has not been, the Interstate Migrant Worker Act 1979 has not been properly implemented in the country. Fine. Health and safety issue. Okay. What comes in that? Okay. In the health and the safety aspect. Okay. So the migrant live in the Jhogi Jhopadi or slum that are not conducive to a safe stay, and a sense of insecurity prevails among them. There is no protection from extreme climate, dust and mosquito, which leads to terrible health outcomes, psychological issues. Okay, so migrants are less familiar with the new environment and are prone to various social, psychological and emotional trauma in such situation. This emanates from the fear of neglect by the local community and concerned about the well-being and safety of their families waiting in their native place. Okay, then the pandemic induced. Okay, then the pandemic induced coach migrant workers are the most vulnerable section of the population during the COVID pandemic. It led to reverse migration, that means they come back to the place of origin, loss of job and accident while traveling back to home, walking and taking riskful travel modes. Fine. Therefore, in order to safeguard the right of the migrant workers, there is a need for sound policy supported by law, technological interventions such as digital public infrastructure, adopting grievance redressal mechanism, awareness about entitlements, and PPP model are some of the measures that should be implemented in the for the. Okay, so that is why. Okay, then coming to the MCQs. Okay, the first question. So with the present state of development, artificial intelligence can effectively do which of the following: bring down electricity consumption in industrial units. Okay, create. Okay, okay. So create meaningful stories and songs, DG diagnosis, text to speech conversion. So this can be all can be done by artificial intelligence, are right now being done also. Not only can be done but are being done using the artificial intelligence. Fine. With reference to generative artificial intelligence, consider the following. It is a type of artificial intelligence. It is a type of artificial intelligence that involves creating new data using machine learning algorithms. It can help health professionals with their medical diagnosis. It can help to create and stimulate complex engineering, design, and architecture. Fine. Here also, so question number for question number two, all one, two, three are correct. Answer is D. Then coming to three, consider the following statement. United Nations is celebrated under the theme Digital Innovation Technology for Gender Equality. Women make up only 22% of artificial intelligence workers globally. Here, so both are correct, one and two. Then Arogya Setu, Co-in, DigiLocker, Diksha. Which of the following built top one open source digital platform? So here, so all these have been built through open source digital platform or ONDC. Fine. The reference to exercise TOPEX 23, consider the exercise is designed to test the combat readiness of the Indian naval units as well as Indian Air Force, Indian Navy, and Indian Coast Guard. Air Force is not part of this. Fine. Okay. So Indian Air Force, sorry, that Indian. Okay. So this is a combination of. Okay. So Indian Army, the Indian Air Force, and the Coast Guard. Indian Navy is not part of this. The exercise has been held annually since 2019. Okay, here so only one. Okay, yes. Okay, which is correct? Okay, only one is correct. Okay, so but two is not correct. So not 2019, but it could continue. Okay, so Indian Army, Navy, Air Force all participated. Okay. Air Force, Indian Army, and Indian Coast Guard. Indian Navy has not participated in this exercise. Right? Present. Present. The main project, okay, it is a flagship program of the Ministry of Shipping to promote port-led development in the country. The main project is to reduce logistic cost. Okay, okay. So question number six. So here, so both one and two are correct. It is a greenfield project only. No, it will take both greenfield and brownfield projects. Fine. A circumnavigation mission called Jana D Arc, often mentioned in news, associated with it is with France. Fine. Naval ship known as FP Dixmoon, an amphibian assault ship and helicopter carrier recently seen in news belong to. So it belonged to France. Fine. With reference to National Assessment and Accreditation Council, consider the following. Autonomous statutory body funded by the University Grant Commission. No, it is by the Ministry of Education. It assesses the credits the higher education institution. Only two is correct. Then coming to 10, which of the following fluorosis consider the following statement? It results from excessive fluoride intake from water only. Prolonged fluoride consumption in higher concentration in drinking water can cause dental fluorosis, skeletal fluorosis, kidney disease, and arthritis. In this case, both. So only two is correct. Okay. Excess fluoride intake only from water, not from other sources. Also, fluoride is being taken. Okay. So this is the issue of fluorosis. Right. So thank you for watching us the daily developments news. So keep watching every day to update yourself. Thank you.